Hello you guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are talking about a new mod that is out by me right now at this moment. If you are watching this, it is out on the Steam Workshop, and let me show it to you. It is GPP, Goat's Purchasable Puppets. This is a cool mod. It's something that I was working on for RWS GDR, but I decided that I wanted to release that with the Britain update, but I also wanted to release this as a separate thing, just for people to download on their own, or people who don't even care about GDR to download on their own, because it is a very nice mod, as I'm going to show you right now. It's something I haven't really had too much practice in, and that is like diplomatic actions. That's these right here. But it's really cool, and it was a fun experience. And I think it is genuinely a good thing for multiplayer. It's good in tandem with the state transfer tool, which I should have downloaded, but oh well. And a whole bunch of other mods. So I'm excited to show you. I just logged in as Germany real quick, and we'll kind of see if we can show this off. But yeah, I've added these two options. These are part of the diplomatic screen. It's flawless. It looks just like vanilla. That's what I like about this, is it just looks built in. And if I had like my way, Hoi 5 would have this kind of feature. So as you can see, there's Mark Puppet and Purchase Puppet. I'm just going to go through this and explain it the best I can. But basically, it kind of works like the state transfer tool works, where you first mark your state in the little box that's over here, and then you can do whatever you want with it. In this case, you mark the country. So let's see. We want a puppet from the UK. Let us try to get this South Africa off of the UK. So if you click on this, you can see, since we're clicking on a puppet, this option is actually available. You can see it says you can mark this puppet by clicking this, and then go to the puppet overlord to request to purchase it. You can only do one at a time, so keep that in mind. Of course, you can't do your own countries. You can't do your own subjects, sorry. You can't do it if it's already happening, etc. But yeah, let's mark this puppet. You even get a little pop-up here. Oh, this is so cool. We will mark South Africa as a puppet we want to buy. We have a month to approach their overlord with this proposal. So after we click this, we have a month to actually go to the overlord with this, and in that case, this is Britain. So let's go to Britain with this. We actually don't have enough PP, and we'll ask to purchase the puppet. You can see they are going to say no. We even have like a little thing here, all the pop-ups, and actually have modifiers and stuff that like changes if they'll say yes or no, just like all of these, like how these all have positive and negative modifiers, or reasons for acceptance, as it says. Mine joins in on that with custom ones. You can see there's ones like is at war of player. All these ones that say just have a green 1 by them mean that they're not in effect. If they have a different number that's not 1, they are in effect. So of course we're not actually at war with them, so that doesn't affect us. But if we were, of course it would be impossible to actually buy something from them while we're at war. So let's look at the things that are actually affecting this. Okay, so the base desire is already -10. It having a different ideology hurts a lot. Not being in our faction hurts a lot too. And the fact that they're not collapsing, what I mean by that is it would be easier to buy from the UK if the UK was about to collapse themselves. They would be more desperate for political power. So that would be maybe a way to take advantage of them, would be to come to them when they're collapsing. And there's other stuff too, like the fact that South Africa is a quote-unquote strong puppet. So I also have it so that if a puppet is weak, meaning it has less factories, that's actually, it makes it easier to buy them if they're weaker. It makes it harder to buy them if they're very strong. And then if they are super strong, have a bunch of factories, and are super vital for a country's war machine, then it's very unlikely that you'll actually be able to buy them, which was, is interesting. It makes it more interesting. But let's do this anyway. Let's say, hey, over here. Let's ask anyway. They said no. We have a little pop-up over here, these new ones that came out in 1.15. We have failed to gain South Africa as a puppet, as the German Reich has rejected us. Oops, that's not right. That should say Britain. Hold on. Okay, I fixed the lock. Whoops. This might be balanced a little bit more as well before this comes out. I'm not quite sure. Before the mod comes out. We'll see. But let's, for example, kind of show off a situation that maybe you would do. Of course, this is mainly used for multiplayer, so that means roleplay, and that means you can do whatever you want. But of course, there is a reason to use it for the AI too. So let's split this up into kind of how it may look. Let's annex Austria as you do. Eat up this a little bit. Let's mess with our friend Yugoslavia. right there. Cool. Let's just make big Hungary just cause. Why not? And let's give this to Italy, and then let's form our little fake puppets here. Croatia, 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 Croatia. Wow, that is a very bright color. Sometimes you forget. I've been working on my mod for so long, GDR, that it's kind of hard to remember all this. Let's get this Montenegro. Let's expand Albania. Okay, all done. Interesting states. And then let's give these puppets. So let's give them all to Italy. Alright, so now all these guys are puppets of Italy. Italy has all these nice puppets for themselves. They're all at war with Ethiopia now, which means if I puppet them, I'll be at war with Ethiopia, but oh well. Now let's try to grab some of them. So let's start off. Also, let's do Hungary just because we were messing with them. Why not? Let's start off with a weak puppet so we can kind of show the dichotomy here. Let's mark a puppet, which of course we can only do every month or so. And then let's go to their overlord right here. Ooh, looks like I'm going to say no, but it's much closer than last time. Let's see why that is. So they had the same ideology, that helps. And they are a weak puppet, which helps a lot. What is not helping is that they're not a friend. Not in our faction, I mean. They're not collapsing, and they don't have a very big opinion of us. So let's see if we can maybe fix that. Alrighty, so I think relations should be improved with Italy by now. Oh, we can do it. Oh, no we can't. Why can't we? Oh, okay. I forgot. I made this and I already forgot. You know, after a while you lose your mark, so you gotta remark it. So let's remark it, and we should be able to buy it. Yeah. Okay, we just barely made it. So we were able to purchase Montenegro, and you just click it like that, and boom, we now own the government of Montenegro as a puppet, which is so cool. Of course, we're dragged into a war with Ethiopia, so that's no good. But you know, you can do what you want. This is a feature to use for whatever country you want to do, whenever you want to do it, etc. And now it's just our puppet, just like that. Very cool. We didn't have to get them in our faction, although that definitely would help. Let us see if we can get maybe a much stronger nation like Hungary. Let's try Hungary. Italian Hungary. That's going to be a no. Okay, so that's because, first of all, they're not collapsing, they're not a friend, they're not in our faction, and Hungary also happens to be a stronger puppet. They're a big boy, so to speak. So let's see if we can maybe manipulate this too. Let's see here. Alright, so first of all, let's get them in our faction. That will help. Surely. Yeah, that helps a lot. Okay, now we just need like 90 points. So it looks like there is not much else we could do except make them collapse. Maybe I'll add more options in the future, more things that buff this and debuff this. Let me know what you think of that. If you have any ideas, that would be cool. But let's switch to Ethiopia if they still exist. They might not. They do. Okay, and then let's kind of hop in to Italy and make Italy collapse. Let's get them invaded, get them panicking, and maybe at that point we can kind of strong arm them into giving up one of their satellite states, since it's probably going to be over anyway. Let's see, let's not capitulate them all the way, but let's get them quite close. There we go. I know they might do their civil war, that would be fun. Okay, so let's see now. Tag back to Germany so we don't F stuff up. And let's see. See, now all of a sudden they are going to accept, and that is because they are collapsing. It's not looking good. Of course, in real life or in a real game, they would have a lot more territory lost, not just cities like this. But yeah, let's take advantage of you, sure. Yoink, that is ours now. Very cool. So it's kind of hard to do like in single player by yourself with AI unless certain conditions are met. But maybe that's a good thing, just for like balance and stuff. But it's still a cool feature to have. And the main thing, like I said before, the main reason you would use this is because you'd want to do it in multiplayer and roleplay, or just to change stuff to however you want to change it to. Like for example, even in GDR, if you didn't like who owned Croatia, well, negotiate with Italy. Negotiate with the Italy player and see what you can get. You know, I just think stuff like that is cool. It should be in the base game, and that's my kind of opinion on a lot of stuff that I add. So I've gone that way and I've added it. But yeah, that's about it. This keeps it grounded. It means you can't get stuff from your major enemies or people you're at war with. It's a very nice system, very integrated into the game, not too intrusive, I don't think. Not a bunch of annoying events popping up. So very cool, very nice system. And like I said before, it is coming to GDR, but it is also coming as its own mod right now. Now, if you download the mod and then eventually when it comes to GDR, you're not going to want to play with both of them because then it would glitch up because they're in both of them and it would mess everything up. But that's kind of a thing for the future, so we don't really got to worry about that. But anyway, that is about it for this video. I hope you had a good time watching it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for my members. I appreciate you guys so much. You help a lot, and you get cool benefits a lot of the time. You didn't get one this time because this is not a GDR dev diary, though I promise those are coming quite soon. So look forward to your longer videos that you guys get because of that. Now the rest of you, I appreciate you guys so much too. It is so nice that you are watching all the way to the end. That's quite impressive as well. And I just hope you have a good rest of your day. Of course, there will be a link in the comments for the mod if you want to look. If not, you can just search up, of course, Goat's Purchasable Puppets, or you can just go to my profile on Steam, 6546787. That is my name. Very memorable, I know. That's about it. See ya.